During the hearing, Johnson and other Senate Republicans demanded answers from the Homeland Security Secretary regarding the ongoing crisis at the southern border, with several Republicans, including Johnson, suggesting that Mayorkas resign, as you just saw. Joining us right now to discuss, Arizona Congresswoman Debbie Lesko, of course, a border state. So, Congresswoman, tell us what your observations have been at the border and what you think should happen next.
Well, I'm from a border state of Arizona, and I'm also on the Border Security Caucus here in Congress. And so I've traveled to the border several times. I've talked to local officials right at cities on the border, and I've talked to Border Patrol officers. They say they have never in history seen it as bad as it is now. It's an absolute crisis. It's a humanitarian crisis. It's a drug trafficking crisis, a human trafficking crisis, a sex trafficking crisis. This is bad for national security. It's bad for Americans, and quite frankly, it's bad for the illegal immigrants themselves.
Congresswoman, U.S. Border Patrol Chief Raul Ortiz gave an update on the situation at the border yesterday, tweeting in part, so far this fiscal year, there have been more than 1 million apprehensions, more than 5,000 criminals arrested. These are record numbers, of course. How much of this is due to the failed leadership of Secretary Mayorkas, or does it really all come back to this administration, specifically President Biden?
Well, it's certainly the Biden administration. If you just look back until under the Trump administration, the number of apprehensions was low, and that's because of Trump's policies, the Remain in Mexico policy and other policies like Title 42. Just naturally, the illegal immigrants weren't flooding across the border. Now, as soon as Biden became president, and he kind of put out the red carpet for everybody and anybody from all over the world, 165 different countries coming across the southern border in Arizona. And they're flooding the border because they believe, rightfully so, that President Biden and the Democrats in Congress want an open border. And Secretary Mayorkas is lying to the American public when he again said in the Homeland Security Committee hearing yesterday that the border is secure. That is a total joke. Everyone knows it's a joke. Everyone knows he is lying.
Congressman Debbie Lesko, thank you so much.